Okay, I'm leaving Akabane. Got my bags on, headed out the door, and it is a beautiful, blue, sunny day. A little bit of white clouds, but it's beautiful here in Akabane. Leaving the block room capsule hotel. It's the little metal boxes you sleep in for a ridiculously cheap price. It's not for everyone. It takes a lot of patience to get along with other people. It takes a lot of tolerance of less than 5-star accommodations. And again, it's not for everyone. But I enjoy it. And it is what it is, right? So, not going to the main station today. Headed over to a little substation. It's about 1 kilometer away. And catch a train straight to Shin-Yokohama again. So a few more days there, and then I'll figure out where I'm going. I may go south in Japan. I may go to the Philippines. I may go to Korea. I may go to Vietnam. I don't know. Let me show you this church real quick, though. Check this out. I don't have time to really frame it all up and make it look nice. There's a nice little church right there. Oh, now the tree's blocking it, of course. Anyway, I'm headed down there, and you can see lots and lots of bikes and a walkway for That's so funny. People like to get as close to you as humanly possible. I just missed the green light. Such is life. But that Hotel Metz, there's a Denny's there, and that's the main train station for Akabane. This is kind of a shopping area. It's really pretty at night. I should have gotten a picture. I didn't, but it is very pretty at night. You can see the reflections of the buildings. It's just a beautiful day. And the humidity is not kicking my ass today. The humidity is not kicking my ass today. I still need a haircut pretty badly, obviously. And I could use some good sleep, but very excited. So got a nice 3 days down the Best Western, Shin-Yokohama. I've got, I don't have that area wired, but I know where to get everything I want and need in life. And it's easy to get to and from the train. So good eats, good people. And I love to just sit there and relax. It's just a peaceful little community for a city. So I'm walking down the street, and check this out. I'll bet that is vintage, right out of the 70s. Oh, that is so cool. Of course, damn iPhone, you're getting nothing but reflection. There we go. That is so cool. I haven't seen one of these in years. I don't know where I'm at, but Crows Point, Pennsylvania. It's an interesting sign. But yeah, I just thought that was so cool. Yeah, see, this is what I want. One of these little 3-wheelers. I'm not getting a good frame of it, but they're pretty cool. I see them running all over. I've seen some that are propane, and I've seen some that are electric. But I would love to have one of those little things. And to me, like, if I lived in the Philippines, if I could get something like that did about 40 miles an hour, that would just be super. Anyway, I'm almost at the train, and I'll pick this up later. Okay, well, I'm in Shin-Yokohama, and it's about 30 minutes later than I planned on being here because, surprise, 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 I fell asleep on the train again. And this time I missed my stop. I woke up right as the doors were closing. So I figured it out. Got off at the next stop, grabbed the next train, came back, and the funny thing is it's all the same price, right? It's where you go in, where you come out. So all told, it was a 300 ticket and a 360 change fare, so 660 from Akabane to Shin-Yokohama. Crazy good deal. Crazy good deal. If I remember right, it's like 170 or I think it's 170 to go from here to Yokohama Station. And it's a beautiful day. I may go down. I'm plotting my course of attack for the day. I may go down to Yokohama, where they have that, I forgot what they call it, but the cable car in Yokohama. I may go down there today. It's just a gorgeous day. So, and it's not too hot, it's not too humid, so I'm really loving today. Anyway, I'm gonna go drop my bags and I'll be back later. So I was out for a little walk today, and I stopped to look around and see if I could find any birdies. And I didn't find any birdies, but not sure I'll be able to catch this. Yeah, there it is, center screen. Look at that big old beast of a fish sitting down there. This is just a drainage canal, irrigation canal, flood control, whatever you want to say, but there are some monster fish in there. And right there, whoops, screwed that up, didn't I? How do I get this back? Come on, focus. Come on, camera. There we go. So I won't be doing that again, but you can see center screen, you can see the little thing there. And I don't know how that'll come out in zoom in post. There he's breaking the water, but I'll show you as soon as these people pass. I'll show you on the other side of the bridge. I thought I found a duck. I was just looking for birds, ducks, you know, just bored out walking around, looking around. And so I come over here to this side like this, and I'm looking over and I'm looking at those reeds right there, and something splashed and jumped in those reeds, and I thought it was a duck, but I have to hold the camera out. I can't see any fish there now, but there's one of those big, there they are, look at that right there. One of those big old guys broke the water, made a big splash. There's a whole bunch of them coming up out of there. And I thought it, you know, I saw the disturbance in the water. I thought it was a duck, so I'm stretching, leaning over. I couldn't see anything. And then all of a sudden I saw those big fish. Probably, there's, oh, that's a big one right there. No idea what they are, but I presume they're not edible because of where they're swimming, obviously. Probably a big sucker fish or something. Catfish. Who knows? But I don't see any more on this side. It's hard with the reflection and lighting, but there's some up there. Anyway, just some, I don't know, bored out walking around, and, you know, check it out. Check it out. You never know what you're gonna find. Like, you know, just never know what you're gonna find. But it's a beautiful day. Weather finally broke here in Japan, and you know, it's actually nice to be out and about. The humidity's not crushing, oppressive. You know, the heat's not horrible the last 2 days. It's just been amazingly beautiful. So hopefully I'll get out to the park maybe tomorrow, the next day, before I move out of Japan. Not sure if I'm going south or east. I'm gonna do one or the other. Just been dealing with a lot of travel drama, a lot of hanging issues from Dubai and stuff. So got a lot of my travel drama sorted out finally. Got a lot of planning issues sorted out finally. You know, whenever I plan pretty tight to the wire to kind of maximize everything, and whenever there's a huge monkey wrench thrown in there, it just messes up the gears and everything. So one of the disadvantages of booking and traveling like I do, is when there is a disruption in the force, right? It screws up a lot. And I really don't like dealing with it. I don't like messing with it. I don't like doing things 2, 3, 4, 5 times, but you have to sometimes. And finally, I got some resolution on some issues, so hopefully that will all fall in place the next day or two. And with the weather breaking, it's almost like it was planned. It's almost like I needed a break to just chill and do nothing, kind of reset a lot of habits, reset a lot of behaviors, and refocus. So it's hard to argue with the outcome, right? It's hard to argue with, it's hard to argue that this wasn't a better plan than what I had going, right? I had a good plan, but I start seeing what's going on. I start seeing, the future from where I'm standing now. And it's hard to argue that this wasn't a better plan. I just had to be forced into it. So anyway, I'm gonna go find some food and go cruise around. Let me turn the camera around real quick. So this park, when I was here last year, it was all mowed and nice, and I have a feeling it will be that way very soon. But it's just beautiful. Just beautiful. I love this place. This is Shin-Yokohama. And man, I should find that footage from a few years ago, or last year. I think it was last year. Probably shouldn't be walking in this grass. There's probably ticks or something out here that I should be aware of, but it's kind of cool, especially like seeing the Bambi in the grass, right? A little wiener dog over here. But this whole park goes up and down both sides. There's the Nissan Stadium over there. It's just a really fun little area. Fun little area. Can't get both those. There we go. I should have both of them in there. And then, of course, Bambi. But yeah, I love this part of Japan. It's nice and quiet here. I love this part of Japan. It's nice and quiet here. There aren't a lot of tourists, so English is not the easiest to get along with, but it's nice, quiet. There's a lot of businesses, a lot of working people, and it's clean. It's also cheap. It's also very, very affordable, and you can stay very affordably here if you book your reservations correctly. This is a go-to spot, Shin-Yokohama. Get a nice cheap hotel here, jump a train to anywhere else in Japan. And I could be in Akabane in an hour on the train, and it cost me 600, 700 yen. So yeah, it's a lot of great deals. The hotel I'm staying at tonight was 10,000 yen, and that's a really good deal for the place I'm staying. So 10,000 yen on a holiday weekend, and kill that mosquito. It is mosquito season. I will say it is mosquito season. But yeah, I wasn't going to tell this story, but I guess I will now. I was kind of stressed because I've been kind of playing it by ear, waiting for some things to come through, a visa and all these other plans to fall in line. And so I wasn't booking far out. I have stuff booked in a week or 2 weeks, right? But day to day, I've just been kind of playing it by ear. And all of a sudden it's a holiday weekend of some sort. And all of a sudden, hotel prices went 4x what they have been. And I had no place to stay. So I got a booking at the same place for 10,000 yen, which I was very grateful for, because it's either that or, 30, 40,000 yen, which is not good. Or I could go back to the same little capsule, but The capsule I love, like, you're not gonna be able to see them all, but there's 2, 3, 4, they're all kind of healed up. 5, 6, 7, 8, none out there, but I got a ton of mosquito bites, and that's just on this arm. My legs are worse, my back is worse. For some reason, the right arm didn't get it so bad. The right hand got it pretty bad, but yeah, it's mosquito season, and I just got eaten alive in that capsule. So I'm not in a hurry to go back there right now. You know, I've never had that problem there before, and it just snapped. Like, it just all of a sudden I had a problem with mosquitoes there. I can feel them losing. Anyway, but yeah, that's kind of what's going on in my life today, and it's a beautiful day. I just had some chicken from 7-Eleven, a little snack when I left the hotel. I love the 7-Eleven chicken. And I'm gonna go find some food and get back to the hotel. Check this out too, like the little brickwork there. It's like a little station or something. I don't know, but I can show you now. This comes down, and then all these trees. There's a street that runs perpendicular with trees like that. It's just beautiful. And there's all kinds of food places. There's all kinds of shops. And just real vibrant, but not crazy vibrant at night, not crazy at night, but vibrant and fun. Like, definitely want to know some Japanese down here, though. I will say it is very hard to get by without Japanese. There is a British pub I found. There is a Burger King that doesn't take cash, so I'm not trying the Burger King. Check this out. How cool is that? So anyway, a couple little sights from the street, and that means it's time to go. So these are always helpful, these street side boards, and they're always pretty good here in Japan. So this is the Best Western. That's a Shin-Yokohama station. Come out and there's a Starbucks right here that I like. There's all kinds of food between here and there on this street. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, this whole place is just nice. This is the park area. It's great to go for a walk, go for a bike ride. Big green area. So, and that tells you exactly where I'm at. Where'd they go? They're all sitting up there. There's a massive, that's a tiny fraction. There was a massive amount of birds circling. It was really cool, but they were all in one big group for a second. Now here they come. Check that out, that's cool. There's probably twice that many originally. It's like they all got jumped up at once. And they hang out in these trees at night, but I don't know where they go in the daytime because I never see them in the daytime. Anyway, I'm gonna get moving. So you should be able to hear that. That's all those trees are full of birds. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. They all came down from the rooftops. They're all chattering. But I'm gonna go eat me some dinner.